Had a very slow start. I made a bad decision and I was too far east by the breakwater, so I had to put a couple of extra tacks in. So consequently I'm about 1.5 miles behind most of the pack, but no big deal. What's 1.5 miles when you've got 1,300 miles to go? Bye bye UK, see you in a couple of months, maybe 3. Bit of sunshine, a little bit of swell out here, but we're doing 5.7 knots at the moment, so that's not too bad. As you can see, no wind, bit of a wind hole here. It's flat calm. The sea's glassy smooth, but there's still a little bit of swell from yesterday, so the boat's rolling around a little bit, but we're actually drifting at about 1 knot, and it's in the right direction, so that's good. I've got the mainsail up. Just for stability really, just to reduce some of the rolling, which is what you can hear, the constant flapping noise. Wind is starting to pick up now quite nicely, so I think in the next hour or two we should be moving along at a fairly good pace. So here we are, sun's out. It's quite warm and nobody about. Can't see any ships now. I'm here about 25 miles north, just off the coast of northwest France. I'm actually in the process of crossing the TSS, which is a traffic separation scheme for big ships, just off the northwest point of France. So there's actually a section there to allow ships to safely navigate around the headland. So I'm actually in the process of crossing just north of that, probably about 8 or 9 miles north of the northeast entrance. There's been dozens of ships coming and going, and an awful lot of them are probably within half a mile, the closest point of approach. So I managed to get plenty of sleep a few hours ago, because I knew I'd be up most of the evening, well, most of the night I suppose, crossing this TSS scheme. So yeah, that's yeah, we're going well. We've got a flat sea, we've got a good wind, and we're making very good progress. It's getting a bit sporty out here. We're heading due west, but the wind should pull round a little bit more northerly later on today, so I shall start to veer more south towards the Azores. Making good speed, about maybe average 6 knots. Wow, it's getting a bit wild out there. Biggest waves I've ever seen. Not sure how one would measure them, but they look about maybe 4 meters. But it's a very long, slow swell. So it's not choppy like you would get in shallow water. We're starting to get into deep water now. I think I'm probably about 100 miles from the continental shelf. So once we get over that, it should all, you know, the wavelength will be a lot longer. So because it goes from just a few hundred meters to about 4,000 meters. Probably doing about 6.5 knots, I think. Yeah, it's going well. Sun's gone in, sea's calmed down a little, although it's still quite a big swell. About 15-ish knots of wind, so on a broad reach. That means it's off the side, just a little bit behind the reef, so it's coming in at rear quarter, which is a nice point of sail because it's actually quite smooth sailing, not too much heeling, and get a bit sprayed a bit. It's all good fun. The dolphins have gone. They've been here all day, so I think they've gone to have some dinner. I've had my dinner, so I'm feeling well refreshed. Flipping heck craziness outside. I'm hanging on with dear life. It's yeah, it's rough. Big waves. It's a very big sea today. It's really built up actually. It was quite sort of rough all night actually, but it's now on another level. Yo, actually, it's so bloody dull out here I can't see a thing. Oh, that's better. Ahoy there, me mateys. Back online again. Flipping heck, it was good going last night. Made good time. We've got about 835 miles to go, so we're about a third way there now. It's very dull today, very overcast, not much solar. Sea's calmed down a lot, it's fairly flat, there's still a bit of swell, but the chop has calmed down a lot, so it's actually... Good afternoon, chaps. Well, wind has died down a bit. It's probably between 5 and 7 knots now, so there's still a little bit of swell, but that's flattening out a lot as well. I'm surrounded by the asymmetric spinnaker, which I did try to deploy maybe an hour or two ago. Unfortunately, I had a bit of a mishap with the halyard getting caught around the radar reflector, so I had to drop the whole thing back down again. It got a little bit wet, but it's okay. And it's my fault entirely. When I was going through the heavy weather, the heavy strong winds, the boat was getting a little bit uncontrollable, so I needed to drop the mainsail quickly. And I didn't fancy going up to the deck just to tidy things up, so I kind of left it without realising that previously the halyard did exactly the same. If it's left loose and flapping around, it can get caught up. I'm contemplating going up the mast today to free the wrapped halyard. Just trying to get the courage to do that, but obviously I shall wear a harness and clip in and all that, but I mean it'll be quite safe, so that's okay. I'm hoping I can get that done today, because I may need the mainsail a little bit later on in the week. At the moment it's fine. Well, I wasn't expecting to be this high up the mast, hundreds of miles offshore, but yeah, what an amazing view. Wow. We're just ghosting along at about 1 or 2 knots. It's pretty calm now, which is why I decided to come up now.
halyard unhooked, so that's good. So hopefully everything should be fine and I'll be able to get the main back up again soon. Wow, it's a bit violent out there. I'm right in the middle of a quite a fairly fierce storm, blowing between, it's mostly about 35 knots. It has peaked at over 40 knots. I've managed to reef the sails down a bit more, so she's slowed down a lot. A bit more under control now, so that, well, a lot more under control now, so that's good. But yeah, I'm hanging on tight. You've got to hang on. Ahoy there, mateys. Yes, Richard the Beard is doing okay. Yeah, it's been a few rough days. Starlink just would not connect. Even early this morning, in fact, I only knew it connected when the phone started pinging and I was getting text messages coming through. Land ho! Yes, I see land. It's about 20 miles away. I can see the lights of Terceira. There's no point in trying to film it, it's pitch dark out here, so yeah, very exciting. So 20 miles, that's probably still about 3.5 to 4 hours. Well, sorry, 4 to 5 hours I should say. So yeah, very, very excited. Ahoy there! Look what I can see in the background. Land ho! There it is, Terceira. I'm about 5 miles out, so maybe another hour and a bit, because it's the wind's dropping off now, so maybe an hour and a half, I don't know. But yeah, it's yay! And that's it, we're in! Yay! Let's go back a bit. I'll tell you what, let me just throw you a line. Might be easier. It's a bit tight in here, isn't it?